Rutgers, the Scarlet Knights. They went 7-6 last year under head coach Greg Schiano. Excuse me. He's kind of had a bit of a run of success there for a team that has struggled at football in recent years. But their QB is back, Ethan Kaliakmanis. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry. He's back. He had a decent season last year. 2,600 passing yards, 18 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Only a 53.9% completion percentage, though. That's not really where their offense came from last year. It came from Kyle Monangai, the running back, who is now gone. He went pro. So the duo of C.J. Campbell from FAU, who put up great numbers there, and then Antoine Raymond, they're going to have big shoes to fill. They're going to have to look and figure out how to get that done. Or maybe they've transitioned more of a passing team. You got guys like Ian Strong at wideout. He had 676 receiving yards last season and 5 touchdowns. Good size. It fits his name. He really is strong. But yeah, it's going to be tough. They're also replacing a ton on defense and looking to start 7 transfers on that side of the ball. It's a tough schedule. Overall, it's not a great outlook. Thoughts on them? What do we see happening for this team this season?
I think I was a little disrespectful when I referred to them as the Stanford of the Big Ten. I do think they will be better than that. They have a better outlook at least, and they've had, better recruiting and a little bit better talent than the Cardinal do. But it's a lot of transfers. They're only projected to start 9, but
only 9.
Only 9, yes. Almost half of their starters will be transfers. It'll be interesting to see. JP, what are your thoughts on Kaliakmanis?
He's a fine quarterback. He's in that class of these Big Ten quarterbacks where it's just like, yeah, that guy plays quarterback. It reminds me of Billy Edwards, the Maryland transfer to Wisconsin, who we'll talk about in a little bit. He's just like, he can play the position of quarterback, but he's nothing special. Nothing pops up off the tape.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I do want to give a shout-out. I think their defensive end unit will probably be the best on the team. They brought in 2 transfers, Eric O'Neill from JMU, who has just kind of churned out great talent for the school they are these recent years. He had 13 sacks and 52 tackles there last season. And then Bradley Weaver coming in from Ohio, great run defender for an edge, and then also pretty good pass rusher as well. I think they could cause some havoc on the edge, but it's just overall a solid team, but not a great team. And I think that's why we see their over-under sitting at 5.5. It's a tier above the really bad teams in this conference. But it's just they're never going to be a team to look to win double-digit games or something. And this is something I was thinking about as kind of doing my Rutgers research. Is Greg Schiano's had decent success there previous years, right? He's found ways to win the games he should win, raise the team's floor from the really bad years before he got there. But it'd be kind of cool if they could figure out a way to pull off a big upset win, because that's one of the things they haven't really done under him is find a way to even go to Illinois and beat Illinois. I'm not gonna bank on them beating Oregon, Penn State, or Ohio State, and they have to play all 3. Yeah, or even Iowa at home. That doesn't necessarily feel quite the same in terms of a large upset, but they are a pretty good team.
Yeah. And I feel like that's Iowa is in a tier above them, and so if you can beat them, it's not the same as beating a top 25 Illinois if Illinois is ranked at that time. But Iowa is year in, year out a ranked team a lot of the time. So
yeah, I don't know. This is not me predicting it's going to happen, but I like Greg Schiano. I think he's a good coach, and I like what he's done at Rutgers. So it'd be cool if they could get rewarded with that miraculous upset against a top 10 team. And they do play the 4 hardest teams in the Big Ten this year, so they'll have their chances.
Is it the 4 highest ranked, not the 4 favorites?
Correct. This is true. The 4 highest ranked, and they also have to go at Illinois to make that game even harder, even though they're not in the same tier as Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State. Anyway, the over-under is 5.5. Let's see here. Should win your first 3 games. It's can you find 3 more wins?
I'm gonna go under. Iowa, Oregon, Illinois, Ohio State, Penn State that's 5, and then I think you could lose at Minnesota and at Washington. That's 7, and then you're at the under, and that's without losing to Maryland, or you're not losing to Purdue. But I think I'm going to go under.
I'll take the over. I just think they can find a way to get to 6 with this team. I think there's enough there and enough pieces, and Ethan Kaliakmanis is good enough. So I'll take 6. Respect to Greg Schiano. That's kind of really where the over comes from.
I got the under, personally.
Valid.